Okay, today we're going to talk about a media personality. For this purpose, let's call him Joe. Joe got on his platform and decided to prop up CRT. And it was pretty viral, on social media. So I decided to talk about it. I had an issue with it. First of all, CRT is pretty much a course for children in school to learn that, well, all white people are evil.
This is the worst.
No, it just get that out the way. That's basically what that is. And I would like to talk with this Joe and ask him, well, not everybody thinks like this. And there's some people that have a adverse way of, well, a thought or opinion on the situation. And one individual in particular, his video has gone viral, and I would like to ask Joe, has he or his station talked to this guy or got in touch with him, did a story on him, or anything? First, here's what Joe had to say, and here's what the video that went viral. I got angry. It happened this morning at work. I got mad about something I didn't like, and it was only later that I found out why. The thing that bothered me happened. I found out the history and realized my anger was misplaced. It's a pretty good bet, I think, that knowing the history of most anything will help you. I think about this as leaders on both state and national level in this country are trying very hard to stop the teaching of history. Well, to be clear, not history itself, but rather the history they think complicates things. I know I've written about this before and made my position as clear as I could. In my opinion, yes, one minor voice, our children should be learning this country's history, all its history, both good and bad. It will make them better citizens. It won't, as one person said, make them hate their country. I've not heard much about Germans hating their country, and German schools make a point of teaching children about the Nazi years and all the horror that entailed. In Japan, they teach the history of that country's aggression and all the terrible things it meant for the peoples of so many other nations. Do the Japanese hate their country? I have not heard that. In America, though, there's this idea that if we're anything other than perfect, if we teach about the racism in our past and maybe our present or the mistakes made by our leaders over the decades, then we will ruin the story. Why couldn't knowing our mistakes, knowing the complete history, make the story richer? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe American students aren't capable of knowing the truth and still being good Americans. Maybe the wrinkles and blemishes will be too much, and every student will start thinking this country is just ugly. Maybe I think knowing more makes us smarter, makes us better, and I'll say without reservation. I would always want to know the real story, bad actors, worse actions, and sometimes inhumanity, rather than some cleaned up, polished, incomplete crap. I'm just wired that way. You?
We talk about critical race theory, which is pretty much going to be teaching kids how to hate each other, how to dislike each other. That's pretty much what it's going to. That's pretty much. I don't care what you say. It's pretty much what it's going to all come down to. You going to deliberately teach kids this white kid right here got it better than you because he white. You going to purposely tell a white kid, oh, the black people are all down and suppressed. How do I have 2 medical degrees if I'm sitting here oppressed? Well, how did I get where I am right now if some white man kept me down? How am I now directing over folks that look just like you guys in this room right now? How? What kept me down? What oppressed me? I worked for myself from off the streets to where I am right now. You gonna sit here and tell me this lie of critical race theory? But if you want to implement this into the school system, I guarantee you to the day that I die, I'm gonna be the very person right there debunking stuff, tearing stuff down, letting them know they can do exactly what I did and get exactly where I am by putting themselves to work and getting there. And ain't not one white person ever gonna keep any of them from getting there.
Wow. And I believe in another post he said something to the point of, well, he's being criticized. You know, this is about another topic about, you know, people saying that the media is part of a evil cabal with CBS and CNN to basically destroy America. And he's kind of laughing it off. I'm like, okay. I would start to believe you and what you're saying, at least give it a thought. If you were to admit either online or on air, which, you know, he's not never going to do that, that for 4 years, over 90% of the coverage for President Trump has been negative. And I would say probably a good 90% of the coverage has also been false. Either false, unverified, or out of context. Or just straight up lies. And of course we know that rolled all the way until January 6th. And they're still doing it to this day. That's just my take. I want to leave it at that. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.